Alright, who's ready for some more variety entertainment? Oh yeah, I should probably figure out the volume. I probably should have done that before we started streaming. Is that better? Does that go louder or does that go quieter? Okay, that's fine, I'm sure. Anyways, cool stuff. Awesome. So that was a bit complicated. YouTube actually changed their live streaming stuff on their end, how everything looks. The feel of it, just the live streaming software in general is just different than it used to be. Also on my end, I have my MacBook Pro here updated to macOS Catalina. Obviously, I like to run the latest software at least that I can, but unfortunately, OBS, the software I usually use to stream, is not compatible with macOS Catalina yet, so I had some fun trying to figure that out. There's currently an exploit where you can run it through Terminal and get access to all the functions that are normally blocked by Catalina, so that's what I'm doing now, and we'll see exactly how that works out exactly. But yeah, that's about it. So I just kind of wanted to do a channel update. A while ago, I said I was going to do channel updates monthly, and that fell apart. I never actually did, but 2 days ago, I think it was, I uploaded the actual unboxing for this computer, which, by the way, I've had this computer since July, and that unboxing was recorded in July, but I just now finished editing and uploading that unboxing just now, so yeah, but I've had that since July. But I'm kind of thinking, of course, this computer was primarily because I was frustrated with my old computer not being able to do most of the tasks I wanted to do, video editing, with live streaming and stuff like that, to actually create higher quality content here on the channel. So I don't want to just say higher quality content all day and not actually do anything, because that would be obnoxious, but hopefully this will be a new beginning for variety entertainment. I'm looking into experimenting with a lot of different methods for increasing the video quality and overall just maybe uploading a bit more. We'll see what happens, because I've been super busy. This is the first kind of break I've had in a while, which is why I was able to get the unboxing of this computer actually edited and uploaded, and now we are live streaming now. I honestly was just too lazy to actually write a script and edit a video for a channel update today. I just didn't feel like doing that, so I thought I can just live stream it. That'd be a lot easier and quicker. Wouldn't take as much of my time. And if any of you guys had questions, if any of you guys actually showed up to watch, you guys had questions, we could talk through some stuff. But yeah, that's about it. I went ahead and got started right away instead of waiting for anybody to show up, because this is going to be the channel update for the month. So people come back and watch this as a video that missed the live stream. But I'm kind of interested if anybody actually cared to watch channel updates, cared about what was going on Variety Entertainment. Would you guys rather me do a live stream format like this rather than ever doing like just monthly videos? I don't know, that'd just be interesting to know, to maybe have a chance to interact real time with you guys rather than just in the comments section. Or do you like it better when I just do a video talking through stuff on the channel? It doesn't really matter to me, but I'll do either way. So let's see, there's not really anything to talk about in terms of channel growth, because I haven't been really uploading anything in the past 2 to 3 months, but hopefully that'll be changing now. I have a lot of content from way before that still needs to be edited and uploaded, so that's good stuff. And overall, I have a lot of ideas for future content, and I'm excited about that. The problem is just how busy and overloaded I am right now, and actually having the time to get around to actually doing any of these video and live streaming projects on the channel. But hopefully by the time November rolls around, most of this stuff will be out of the way in terms of how busy I am. So hopefully starting in November, you can see uploads, or expect to see uploads a lot more often. But I'm definitely going to start really trying again for now. I kind of, at the beginning, maybe back in August, I totally pushed this channel to the side. It's like I have a lot of other things to focus on, and I'll come back to this later. But I think this is when I'm really coming back now. But just don't expect super consistent uploads till November. There was a point on this channel where I was literally doing almost daily uploads, but that'll probably never happen again because, like I've mentioned before, I really want to pursue higher quality content that actually engages people and draws them into the channel as we seek to grow. So, of course, in that regard, I'm not going to be pursuing a quantity of uploads. I'm definitely going for quality over quantity here, and hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from on that. So don't expect to see videos like every single day or anything like that. Maybe you could way later, like in the next few years, if I end up with a lot of free time and this is what I do, maybe I would have time. But at least now in the next few years, don't expect me to have enough time to do uploads almost every day, especially as I'm pursuing higher quality videos a bit more that will definitely require a bit more of my time and attention and stuff like that. So yeah, that's cool. What else? So normally I would just run through the different topics I typically discuss on the channel and kind of talk about what's going on in those regards in planned content, anything like that. And I'm not really sure what to run through right now. Normally I'd script this beforehand and know what I was going to say, but I didn't. So in terms of amusement parks, you guys probably know, at least if you hang around the channel, that I'm a huge amusement park, roller coaster, theme park, ride enthusiast, really all of that. I'm probably most knowledgeable about roller coasters, but I really obsess over all of it, so it really doesn't matter. So as you can see, got my Steel Vengeance t-shirt right now. I did get to visit Cedar Point for the first time ever in July. I was only there for a couple hours and only got a couple rides on a few of their coasters, so I definitely need to go back at some point to ride the rest, but it was still a great experience to actually be there. It was kind of surreal thinking back on it, and that was just super hype, and I actually do have a vlog recorded from that I never uploaded, so maybe soon you guys will see a Cedar Point vlog that was shot in like the middle of July, just now coming to you in October, November-ish. So that'll be interesting. In terms of any amusement park content for the rest of the year, don't expect to see any more for a while. I always try to be optimistic and always seek the opportunity, but as I've stated, I am so busy right now. I really don't know if I can make the time to go out anywhere. I really wanted to make a second visit to Holiday World this year. I got to go to Holiday World for the first time ever in May, and I enjoyed it more than I ever expected that I would. It was such a great park. It's just my kind of park in so many different ways. So they close for the season at the end of October, and I was really hoping to go back one more time before the end of the season, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So there's maybe like a 10% chance that I'll be at Holiday World one more time this month, but 90% chance I will not be at Holiday World. So don't be expecting it, but I would really love to. Really the most probable thing is when things start calming down in the winter, particularly around Christmas time, maybe the last 2 weeks of December, I would really like to do an amusement park trip then. Unfortunately, as you guys probably know, most parks are closed in the winter. Fortunately, Dollywood, one of my favorite parks of all time, if not my favorite park of all time, I haven't completely made up my mind on that yet, is open through the winter. They only close really in February and March, so maybe the last 2 weeks of December you'll catch me up at Dollywood. I loved Smoky Mountain Christmas. I went for the first time last year. It was such an amazing event, especially the Christmas lights at night were amazing, and I just love the park in general and all the rides. So I'd love to go down to Smoky Mountain Christmas for a day or two at the end of December, get some night rides, especially I really want another night ride on Lightning Rod. I got one 2 years ago, actually, and it was so amazing. I just want to Lightning Rod again in general, because I still haven't 100% decided between Lightning Rod or Steel Vengeance which one is my favorite coaster of all time. I'm definitely leaning on the Steel Vengeance side right now, but maybe the tables would turn if I got another ride on Lightning Rod, because it's definitely been a little while. But yeah, so maybe one more Holiday World trip, but most likely not. And then, actually, I'm erring on the side of pretty likely that I'll be at Dollywood before the end of the season. But again, don't count on it too much, because my life's pretty crazy. I never know when I'm going to have time to. I would go to an amusement park every weekend if I could. It's just not really practical, and that's okay, because it doesn't really matter anyway. I can sit here and talk about the rides that I did ride and stuff, which I do hope to do. I really want to put more of a focus on amusement park content because that's probably what I obsess over the most. So I'd love to do more ride reviews, predictions, rankings, things like that. So definitely look out for that if you're any kind of enthusiast, or if you're not and you just enjoy seeing the content. I mean, plenty of people watch my the vlogs I shot this year that were definitely not enthusiasts in any means, but it's okay. It's still cool anyway if you enjoy that kind of stuff. So whatever. And then something that really started the channel is the Nintendo content. That's kind of where I am now, even though that's not very much. Specifically the Nintendo Switch. That was my second video I ever posted on the channel, was the hour-long Nintendo Switch unboxing. If you haven't seen that yet, I probably shouldn't even mentioned it because that was quite some time ago. But anyways, I just haven't had a lot of time to play video games lately. If I've had time to do anything, if I've had any free time, I've been wanting to work on stuff for the channel or just chill, which I don't really, as weird as it sounds, I don't exactly just pull up a game on my Nintendo Switch and call that chill time. Chill time for me is usually watching YouTube or something like that. So, yeah, I don't really know. I don't really have anything to tell you guys in terms of that kind of stuff. I don't have anything to say. You might see, you might not. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with any of the Nintendo stuff going on lately. I know Mario Kart Tour came out. I have no interest in downloading that because I don't have enough storage on my phone right now. I would have just checked it out if I had extra storage, but I've heard there's a lot of microtransactions and stuff like that, and I already have Mario Kart 8 on my Switch, so it just doesn't really seem worth it to delete a bunch of other apps on my phone just to try it out. But we got Luigi's Mansion 3 and Pokemon Sword and Shield coming out soon, I believe, and I'm really excited for those games. So maybe when those games come out, that's when I'll really dive back into the Nintendo world. I still haven't beaten Breath of the Wild yet. I know, I'm a disappointment. And then tech is something that I've kind of bounced in and out of. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a huge tech fan, only because I usually only own or use Apple products. I appreciate Android exists. I'm not somebody that hates on Android. They're just, I've used them in the stores before, I don't know, and I've seen other people with them. They're just not really my thing. If you have an Android and you enjoy using it, I respect that, and that's great. And I actually do watch some other people's tech content on Android products, sometimes reviews and unboxings and things like that, but the chances of me going and buying an Android product are slim to none. So if I'm doing any tech unboxings or reviews on this channel, it's probably going to be an Apple device. So if you're not into that kind of stuff, you don't have to watch those videos. There just won't really be anything exciting tech related for you. But you can still stay on the channel because I'll do a lot of other stuff like video games, especially Nintendo. The amusement park content I was talking about. And I'm always looking for ways to push into new fields. Basically, I'm just kind of looking around as I go about, life in general. If there's anything I think could make good video content, I'm definitely considering that. It's just all in the amount of time I have to actually shoot and edit these videos, which is not very much. So of course I'm going to prioritize things that have already proved successful on the channel or I just really enjoy doing over things that, are just experiments. But I definitely do want to try more experiments, and you probably see a lot more experimental videos going into the winter when I don't have as much stuff going on in general. So keep a sharp eye out for that. And I definitely need to go cable shopping. That has nothing to do with what I was talking about before, but I got this new MacBook Pro, got all the USB-C ports, which means I can't use my traditional USB accessories without a USB-C to USB-A adapter, which I only have one of, so I don't know, I just only bought one with the computer. So I need to go buy some more of those, because right now I have my, and then just some more USB-C cables as well. Because I have the USB-C cable that came with my MacBook Pro. I'm using that to connect my webcam because it's a USB-C webcam, so that was convenient. And I also have the USB-C to USB-A adapter, my only one, plugging in the microphone. So right now my computer's not receiving any charge because I'm using the charge cable to transfer data from the webcam to the computer right now. So we started this live stream. My computer was at 100% battery, and now I'm at 64% battery, and this live stream has been going for about 15 minutes. So I probably won't even be able to get a full hour out of this computer before it dies. So I definitely need to go cable shopping so I can actually be able to have the computer plugged in while I'm doing live streams, or else all my live streams will be shorter than an hour, which when I'm doing the game live streams later and a lot of people show up, sometimes I live stream games and no one shows up, and the live stream's only about 30 or 45 minutes, and that's fine. But when people do show up and it gets really engaging with the audience, I can go at those for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, which is obviously not going to happen with the amount of power that this computer is drawing from itself right now. So I probably will just end up getting a few extra Thunderbolt 3 cables instead of USB-C cables or USB-C to USB-A adapters either, because a lot of the accessories I'm using, especially new ones that I'm looking into purchasing, are USB-C already. In fact, I'm seeking out accessories that are USB-C enabled, just so I don't have to use adapters. We can just plug in directly. But the USB-C cable that came with this machine and that Apple sells as a charge cable seems to not have a very high data transfer rate. I think I heard somewhere it's a USB 2.0 cable, which would make sense because this is a 4K webcam, and it's currently only capable of sending, according to OBS, 1080p at 30 frames per second, and it's supposed to be a 4K 60 webcam. So I might get the Thunderbolt 3 cable just because I know there's spec on that. Obviously, it's not a Thunderbolt 3 webcam, so it won't make that kind of difference, but it should hopefully have like the USB 3.1 or USB 3.2 speeds that the webcam is enabled for, that this cable obviously does not have, and I can just use this cable for charging. But one thing I do like, I actually kind of like having the USB-C cables, or the USB-C ports on the computer, because my old MacBook Air had 2 USB-A ports, and it was nice to be able to plug the USB-A accessories like this microphone directly into the computer without an adapter. The problem is there were only 2 of those ports, and I guess you could get extenders or something, I don't know. But having 4 ports is nice because then I can have power, webcam, microphone, capture card when that's a thing. And then I could even just use a hub and have even more. I mean, you could get USB-A hubs that just, you connect like 3 USB-A accessories into 1 USB-A port, but then I think you run into bandwidth issues and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's fine. I'm probably really confusing anyone that's not super into tech and you don't know what I'm talking about. So, my apologies beforehand, if that's the case. But cool. I'm not really sure what else to talk about. But, yeah, I was hoping some people would show up by now to talk and engage with, but I should have known that wasn't going to happen. Especially since I haven't uploaded in so long, people probably aren't very warmed up to the channel yet. And YouTube's being really weird with their notifications lately, which is frustrating. I will in the future try to schedule live streams in advance so you guys know they're happening, because I understand it's hard to jump on board when you get the notification, because a lot of times the notification will come in late or not come through at all. Or if you're just like me, you're busy all the time and you don't really have time to always sit down and watch a live stream the second the notification pops up. You're not just sitting around waiting for them, so it'd be nice to know beforehand. I get that, so I guess I will try to schedule, but my schedule changes all the time, so I don't really know when I'll have time to live stream a lot of the time. I just have to kind of let it happen. So whenever I have time, I say, okay, I'll sit down and I'll live stream for a bit, but the result of that is usually no one shows up. Because of how spontaneous it was, and my subscriber base is pretty small anyway. What are we on right now in terms of subscribers? I think we're at 272. So I mean, that's not horrible. I've seen worse, but we're definitely not even to small YouTuber level. We just kind of exist. But yeah, hopefully that'll change soon. We'll drive it up. I'm not sure what else to talk about, so we might just go ahead and end this pretty soon. So yeah, conclusion. This channel was not ever intended to be dead. A break was just taken. And now we're back for more exciting content. Be sure to say subscribed. I honestly don't care if you like a video or not. It makes no difference to me. But definitely comment if you like, because I actually do enjoy reading you guys' comments and responding. And, yeah, that's about it. See if I can figure out how to end this live stream, since YouTube changed the way that they actually go about this kind of stuff on this end of the software. We'll see.